What we are hearing now is that Tinubu has exposed big thieves in the country. Nigeria's big thieves in the country. Have you been to Italy? Have you ever been to Italy, whether real or virtual? A visit to Italy will hypnotize you. Italy is a canvas painted by the gods of arts, architecture, culture, literature, opera, fashion, food, and history spreading through the Pope-led Vatican City, whose independent government inside another city. Rome is called the Holy City. Okay? I stiffen when politicians talk, but listen when a pope talks. Pope John K. 13, an Italian, upon retrospection about life, oasis philosophically. Italians come to ruin most generally in three ways: women, gambling, and famine. My family chose the slowest one. For me, one man's meat is another man's poison. Pope John's family is luckier. The economic strangulation sweeping across Nigeria has mostly zipped up men's trousers against womanizing and generally dried up pockets against gambling, while bandits have chased farmers out of farmlands nationwide. Okay, methinks Nigerians have come to ruin mainly in three ways: leadership, corruption, and passivity. Another Italian, Professor Carlo Cipolla, an economic historian, expanded the meaning and scope of idiocy in his theoretical book, The Basic Laws of Human Stupidity, published in 1976, in which he identified 5 fundamental laws of stupidity. In general, Cipolla argues that stupid people suffer from arrogance, self-delusion, persistence, ignorance, absent-mindedness, and more. His first law of stupidity is that everyone underestimates the number of stupid individuals in circulation. Cipolla's second law of stupidity says the probability that a certain person will be stupid is independent of any other characteristic of that person. That is, he may be a professor, doctor, judge, or inventor, while the third states that a stupid person is a person who causes losses to another person or to a group of persons, while himself derives no gain and even possibly incurs losses. In his fourth law, Cipolla says non-stupid people always underestimate the damaging power of stupid individuals, adding that in particular, those non-stupid people constantly forget that at all times and places and under any circumstances to deal or associate with stupid people always turns to be a costly mistake. He concludes in his fifth law that a stupid person is the most dangerous type of person, worse than a palaga. The way many Nigerians argue when issues boil down to morality, decency, honor, and corruption will make Cipolla coil in his hurting bed dog for him since 2000 at the age of 78. The way the majority of Nigerian opaque, transparent issues made me seek more understanding of stupid, and Cipolla came to my rescue. The serial thief was jailed in the United States for consecutive internet frauds and deported twice. The hustler ran back to the illustrious Iwo community in Osun and emerged king, using region and Slavish philanthropy as opium. Yet a lot of people are hailing him, hailing a daylight Ole dancing Ijoya in the palace with a stolen lamb. Isn't that ridiculous? Okay. Commenting in a WhatsApp group, some members of the stupidity gang even said the Yahoo crimes of the king were unknown to Nigerian laws. Another member declared the ruler whiter than snow. I will not talk. Mahatma Gandhi's wisdom oversteps the borders of introduction. The sage once said, there is a higher court than court of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. urging Nash was an American poet popular for his unconventional rhyming schemes. Nashville, the capital of Tennessee, was named after his father's brother, Francis, a Revolutionary War general. There is only one way to achieve happiness on this terrestrial ball, and that is to have either a clear conscience or none at all. Nash said, having no conscience at all is a lot of the stupid gang twisting the truth out of Nigeria's realities. President Bola Tinubu is not a prisoner of conscience, he is a pricker of conscience. Tinubu pricked the conscience of Nigeria's civil servants a few days ago when he rightly called for the heads of public workers to still receive salaries despite relocating abroad. The Nation newspaper quoted the president as saying, "We must ensure those responsible are held accountable and restitution is made. The culprits must refund the money they fraudulently collected, and their supervisors and department head must also face consequences for their complicity. I offer a cap offering to the president for his clear conscience." See this one. You dey talk of Oluwo and you are not talking of Tinubu, really? You dey praise Tinubu. So are you not among the stupid people that you are talking about? Oh, wow. Okay. Ériọ̀kan is a 1983 song by King Sunny Ade, an ageless juju music superstar. It is my top pick among all KSA songs. Ériọ̀kan means conscience. In the Forever Green song, KSA described Ériọ̀kan as the unseen witness who watches the doer of good and evil, pricking their doer accordingly. He prays for his conscience to vindicate him. In his 1975 song, Iduro Shoro, KSA talks about the beauty of question and answer, explaining that both are mutually inclusive. Adeyeye, however, cautions that anyone bent on receiving an answer to a question should also be ready to receive hiding, just as he warned the evildoer Adani Loro to recompense. I don't even want to receive answers to my article from the army of stupidity who always pounds to defend the ignoble in palaces, parliament, the presidency and everywhere. I don't even want war. I want peace. The stupidity gang, which comprises many civil servants whom the government told it can't afford 70,000 naira minimum wage, sees nothing wrong in the federal government building a house of 21 billion naira for Vice President Kashim Shettima, leaving the mind to wonder if Vice President Yemi Osinbajo lived on a tree. With his alacrity in unmasking economic saboteurs, President Tinubu should double up as the Minister of Police Affairs, Inspector General of Police, EFCC Chairman, and Generalissimo Operation Amotekun. June was the month of Alaafin Molete Alhaji Lamidi Adedibu died 16 years ago. Kwara-born Odolaye Aremu was a popular and peaceful-looking songster, but his Dakwade music was a stormy portrait. In his renowned Penegri and on Adedibu, Odolaye captures the essence of Nigeria's political class, exploring poetic license. Odolaye describes Adedibu as an unyielding and unbending hard nail. Odolaye says Adedibu storms the heart of Ibadan and returns home with plenty of chickens, adding that Adedibu didn't even buy the chickens in his possession, neither did he steal them, nor were they given to him, by the owner. The chickens were only unfortunate. Exasperated by the closeness of the political class, foremost Nigeria columnist Tunde Fangbele, in an article, A Sickening Country of Conscienceless People, published 8 years ago, berated the lifetime salaries and emoluments ex-presidents, ex-governors, and ex-deputy governors receive. Fagbele said only a bloody revolution could reset the country's feet on the path of redemption. A part should be given Labour Party presidential candidates in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, who refused the lifetime payment despite being an ex-governor. The same commendation goes to former governor of Ogun State, Gbenga Daniel, who in 2023 wrote to the Ogun State government to stop the payment of his retirement benefits, saying receiving such would amount to double emolument, going by the fact that he is now in the Senate. Daniel said since he left office as governor in 2011, he has not received any welfare package from the state. Many former governors and their deputies are currently in the National Assembly, receiving salaries for their old and new jobs, feeding from two cauldrons in the hamlets of the proverbial Aladi. Okay, the person that comes to mind is a Oshomole. And who started it? Not be Tinubu. They try to praise one time. I didn't even forget that each of these spongy leaders had their state government built for them in the locations of their choices within the country, a palace. They also get brand new cars of their choices as and when due, as at when due. Okay, today there's no more space for holes in the common man's belt. He's now thinner than a rake, and his life is popping out of his mouth like a dog hit by a truck. With stress, frightened and threatened. Yet the revolution called for by Fangbele won't happen because the stupid gang will make itself available to be used by the government, though their members suffered as well. The president is busy looking for money to alleviate the economy of the villa. The president needs a new jet, new president, new jet. Minister of Finance Wale Edun said the Tinubu administration has its gaze on the 20 trillion available within the pensions, like insurance and investment fund industry to borrow money for infrastructural development. The presidential jet is a critical infrastructure. Of course, there's no money, there's no money. There's no money to pay labor a living wage. The only money available is to subsidize Hajj for 90 billion naira, but the presidential buy a presidential yacht, take care of the elected and prepare for re-election. Where is the prodigal son? Where is the prodigal son? A word is enough for the wise. So guys, let's say your opinion and now your take on this.